Hello there. I just want to make a quick video. I won't keep it for long. I've been sort of living on the flip side, as it were. Just trying to relax. There's a heat wave coming in right now where I live, so just trying to relax and stay on the down low. But I noticed on my platforms here, like all of them, at least that I noticed or could find, that one of my videos I had made a while back seems to be deleted or scrubbed or whatever, I guess, from the internet. I also wanted to make a video about the Georgia Guidestones, but I need to think about it a bit more. However, this video, when I scroll through all my backups, or even my backup YouTube here, Merrimour the Red version 2, I noticed that it's gone on all of them, at least as far as I could notice. Way back in the day, I know I made an Operation Paperclip talking about it, but as the title suggests, I had made a video going on and on and on about how electricity neutralizes poison. I find it funny that this is the video that would get deleted or get scrubbed from the internet or whatever, but I didn't delete it. I don't even know what's going on. But you'd be surprised how many people have never heard of this. I never even heard of this until like a couple years ago. But I got a citation clip here I'll play. And yeah, the idea that mild electric shock can neutralize any kind of poison pretty much, poison bite, poison critter within the first hour if it's administered to the wound. And why would the medical community be trying to cover that up? My theory is that in the future they might use some kind of bioweapon against us that relies on venom. And without this knowledge, you couldn't fight back. But just to make a long story short, because the proof is in the pudding, and that's what citations are all about, I'll just play this clip and let you decide on your own.
This question I get asked in a debate one time. This atheist said, Hovind, if God made a perfect world, why did he make poisonous snakes? Good, fair question. There's no question there's a lot of poisonous snakes. And what about mosquitoes? You know, didn't they bite Adam and Eve? Wouldn't that be painful? Wasn't there pain in the Garden of Eden? You know, what about poisonous spiders, etc.? Fair, honest, legitimate questions. Well, if you get this article from JARS, Jungle Aviation and Radio Service, you'll see where they talk about using electricity to treat snake bites. Dr. Roger Gadarian in western Ecuador treated 300 cases of snake bite. The pain is gone in 15 minutes if shock is applied within 30 minutes. What they do is they use a stun gun, makes a little electric spark. If you get bit by a poisonous snake or a poisonous spider, they've discovered over the last 20 years, a lot of research has been done, a spark right on the injury site will neutralize the poison. They say if you get bit by a snake, do it in an X pattern. Once this way, once this way. If it's been more than 30 minutes, tie a electrode to hook a wire to one of these and make a long wire and go around the other side. So the spark has to go through the limb. If it's been more than 30 minutes, you probably should also spark halfway from the injury to the heart because the poison's traveling. A friend of mine said they had a lady come visit their place in Texas, and they had a two-year-old boy with them. The 2-year-old got bit by a brown recluse spider, which can kill a 2-year-old. Wouldn't kill a human, but it'd make you hurt for a long time. We got brown recluse right here in Pensacola. This little brown recluse spider bit this 2-year-old right on the thigh. Within a few minutes, it was swelled up as big as a softball and rock hard and red with a spot in the middle. The kid is screaming uncontrollably. This friend of mine talking to this lady, and she said, what do I do? He said, I'll tell you what I would do. I'd shock it with a stun gun. He said, I happen to have one, but I'm no doctor. I'm not going to give you medical advice. But if you want to borrow my stun gun, I would shock it twice in an X pattern. Well, she did on this 2-year-old. Within probably 30 seconds, he quit crying. In less than a minute, the swelling was going down. And in 3 minutes, he was back out playing. And in 15 minutes, you couldn't tell anything except the bite, little spot. I was out working in the yard by the drinking fountain, and I was down there going to pull the weeds out under that drinking fountain. And there's a wasp nest down there. I didn't know that. One of them came out, zap, stung me on the finger. So I went right upstairs to the Van de Graaff generator, 500,000 volt, make your hair stand up generator, flipped the switch, zap, zap, zap. Instantly, I mean, less than a half a second, the pain was gone from the wasp sting. I couldn't believe it. Just bam, gone. Just that quick, just electric spark. If you're, people that work in jungles, they're saying, look, get a spark. I mean, if you got to go to find an engine with a spark plug, you know, pull the wire off, spark it, chainsaw, lawnmower, do something, but spark it right away. There seems to be really therapy in high voltage treatment of spider bites. There's been articles since 1991, a lot of research done on this. So why did God make poisonous snakes? I don't think they were poisonous in the original creation. Carl Baugh, for instance, in Glen Rose, Texas, raised cottonmouth water moccasins in his hyperbaric chamber with a stronger electromagnetic field. After 2 weeks of being in strong magnetic field, the snakes were not poisonous. The poison was not harmful. So you can study more on that. Water moccasins raised in hyperbaric conditions will not be poisonous. So maybe the pre-flood world, these snakes had a different function, because the protein they inject is actually nutritious. It's good for you. There's a lady over here at Calvary Baptist, I think you've spoken there, Eric, on Pine Forest Road. She was in a car accident, hit the windshield, broke her neck down deep inside her, between her shoulder blades. She goes in once a month, still today, for an injection of cobra venom. They take the venom from a cobra, stick it down in her neck, and give her a shot, because it's a nutritious protein. I don't know what they did to it. You could ask her if you'd like. But
And so, yeah, I guess that's all I got to say about that. The citation speaks for itself. Dr. Ken Hovind, I mean, he's a ball earther, but nobody's perfect. As far as like what he was quoting, those citations have been going back since the 80s. So I guess make up your own mind, ask around, research it, and you know, I question why the medical community is covering this up. And yeah, as far as him talking about the Bible, if you want proofs for the Bible, I got a playlist right here. There's no excuse to deny what's right in front of us anymore. So that being said, I'll just keep it at that and say peace out, baby.